So let's look at it here. Similar to what we've been doing so far, I have a grid. I am defining density on it. Let's look at it for a second. I'm adding a mountain. It's animated. I'm looping it. I'm adding the normals. I have my time shift. I have my scatter and attribute interpolate. And things are sticking on the surface and everything looks fine. Okay, so let's define these vectors that we talked about. One way of doing it would be to just say v at up is equal to v at n. In this case, if I visualize up, it's going to be literally the same as our normal. Another way of doing it would be to just say up is equal to our y. Now, obviously, this is going to change our result, but we're going to come back to it in a little bit. So let's initialize our n.
Now, for n, this time, I'm just going to say it's equal to the z-axis.
Now, this might be a little bit confusing, but this is actually our forward. So we have a forward direction and we have our n. And if you look in here, you can actually see the direction that I was talking about. This angle here is not 90 degrees. So right now, when I calculate things in here, and let me just bring this, which one is being used in here? Yeah, this one. If you look at this, now everything is fixed right now because I set it up correctly. But when I look at them by default, I just ignore everything. Our copies are just looking at the z direction. So right now we have one, where is it? This one. We have one up vector, which is going along our normals, and one normal, which is going along the z direction. And these two are giving us this shape. I can switch this to the other one, where up is 0, 1, 0, which essentially means the y vector. And now, as you can see, things are just standing still. If I look at it with the surface, and let me turn off this vector and n vector in here, you can actually see that things are not flowing along our surface. Things are just sitting on it. Now, this is perfect for creating plants, for example, but when you're putting stones are not going to be looking up. So
this is essentially the problem that we will be trying to fix here. Sometimes we want our objects to flow along the surface, and sometimes we want them to just sit on top of it.
So far, we've set up our normals to be looking at the z direction. So this solution here, setting up and n, removed the need to rotate this object 90 degrees in the z direction. We used to do that because we didn't have this forward or our new n. But right now, everything is looking nice because we've set it up.